Alright, we're back on the 65 Lincoln Continental that we did the Murray air ride kit. It is currently LS swapped with the 4L. Now we're going to remove the dual stainless exhaust, motor, tranny. We stripped out the rest of the interior, found some soft spots in the floor. So we are going to do some floor pan repairs, some firewall patch work, strip the rest of the doors, pull the rest of the electrical out of the doors and everything. We have all the parts over here. We got new vintage AC, bare brakes, front and rear, disc brakes. We got a whole complete aftermarket chassis harness we're gonna do. And we're gonna roll through and start doing the Dakota Digital, strip off some of the chrome. We're gonna get it ready for paint as well. While the engine is out, we have a Wagner accessory drive. We are going to take the heads to Outlaw Race Engines to have some CNC porting done, and we are going to cam swap to a Chupacabra. So we're going to do a bunch of time lapse of everything coming apart. Like, subscribe, follow along. If you like Lincolns, check it out. Alright, here I am starting the removal of the dual stainless 2.5-inch exhaust that we fabricated earlier in the year, popping all the V-band clamps and all of the exhaust hangers. Gonna get it all down, make room for dropping the transmission and the cross member out so we can start moving and pulling the transmission, motor, and radiator out. Got a 1/2-inch ratchet and socket on the crankshaft so I can spin the crank around and the flywheel to start popping off these 3 converter bolts for the 4L60E torque converter. My buddy Dennis showed up to help supervise the pulling of the LS motor just for cheap insurance to have a second pair of hands when I have overhanging equipment over a nice customer's car, just to help mobility, move it around. Sometimes these casters get caught in the cracks of the concrete and just don't want any mishaps. He's always up to come out to the shop for any 2-man projects I got going on. This 4L60E and torque converter, like all my other transmissions, were built by Allstate Transmissions in downtown Phoenix, 27th Avenue in McDowell. They do good work. crawling in the engine bay, stripping out all the hydraulic hoses and fuel lines, removing all of the clamps that hold all the factory wire harness, get it all pushed through the passenger fender well to get all the electrical removed so we can get it ready for paint. Stripping out all of the wiring from the 65 Lincoln Continental convertible. Looks horrible. All the stuff that people have added over the years horribly. Get this light on for you to see. Get rid of all this shit. Goes through. Getting rid of all the vacuum actuated door locks. We're doing electronic locks, poppers. We're going to graph in some different power window units, power vent windows, do some vintage AC, and then we are doing auto wire, American auto wire chassis harness. Back to the time lapse.